Sony has announced a PlayStation showcase for next week.
Finally. And you know what? So far, obviously, this has only been twice, but I don't know. We still have to, we're not going to promise anything because we still have to work some things out, potentially. But if so, the PlayStation gods have finally smiled on us because remember, they had that state of play when I came down for our live show at the end of February for Pensacon. And we were like, that was the last event that Sony had. And we were like, we actually get to cover it. And now there's a showcase and I'm off on that Wednesday. So obviously we'll have to see if it works out. But it finally seems like our fortune is starting to turn around. It seems like. So finally, Sony has announced that an hour-long PlayStation showcase will take place next week on May 24th, focusing on games coming to the PS5 and PSVR 2. Announced in a PlayStation blog post, the event will start at 1 p.m. Pacific or 3 p.m. our time and run for, quote, a bit over an hour on PlayStation's YouTube and Twitch channels. Though it remains vague about what fans can expect, Sony does promise a showcase games in development from top studios around the world and offer a glimpse at several new creations from PlayStation Studios, alongside third-party and indie partners too. Sony does have several projects in the works as its PlayStation Studios, some of which could make an appearance. One highly anticipated game is Marvel Spider-Man 2, for example, which is expected to launch in fairly soon this fall, supposedly. Despite Sony showing very little of the game so far. Another PlayStation Studios headliner is Naughty Dog, which is working on a few new games but teased its Last of Us multiplayer entry earlier this year. Sony does promise several new creations, however, meaning we could be getting some brand new game announcements at the showcase.
Derek.
It's been teased for a while. Old Jeffy Grub back in what, March, I feel like, has been teasing the showcase for a while now.
Yep. It's been for a while. My questions, Derek, are these. I have questions 3, and we both will answer them, and we'll make a bet off of this.
No, we're not making no bets.
The first one is this. What do you think will be there? Like one game. You get one game. Just tell me one game. Don't be doing this Derek thing where you like tack on things. All right?
Now, are we doing stuff we already know about, or are we doing like stuff we want to be there?
What? No, like this is like you're like this is going to be there. Like you think it's going to be there.
We got to see Blue Point's game. We have to see it. Like even if it's not due out till 2025, you got to show us what they're working on. It's time.
Okay.
I would have went the easy route and I said Spider-Man, but we already know. We already can assume.
Okay. Well, Derek, thank you for taking mine because we're going to see Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2, to be exact. Okay.
Yeah.
Question 2. What do you want to see? What is a possibility, like something you really want to see? This is not your, long shot, get hyped moment. This is like you want it to be there.
Oh. Only one game again?
Only one game, Derek.
It's time. We want it. We need it. Because I feel like
you're about to take something from me. But keep going.
Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Yep. You
just give me a teaser. It doesn't mean
dog.
It can just be Jin. It can just be like from the torso to the waist with a sword and just like start unsheathing the blade and say Ghost 2. That's all I would need. Just make. I just want it to be a real thing, please.
I see how it is. I see how it is, Derek. I raise your Ghost 2 with not the Naughty Dog multiplayer game, but a new IP.
Ooh,
a new IP. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Amy says great minds think alike. We do. We do. All right, Derek. The last question is what long shot do you hope to see? This is your pie in the sky. This is the this could make or break you here. All right. So the first two I'm going to say are worth 1 point each. This one is worth 5 points. Yeah. Either make or break, baby.
Studio doesn't matter in this one. Somebody is going to show off that they passed the buck. They passed this franchise. They passed the buck to another studio on this franchise. New Uncharted game.
That's a bold prediction.
Yeah.
Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah.
My long shot
got too many hands in the cookie jar. They need to pass off some cookies to somebody else.
True. My long shot, Derek. I got a few that I want to pick from. I'm wondering if I go with my old E3 tactics here.
Oh God. Like where it's the most vague, Sony will show no less than 5 games at this conference.
Okay. So my long shot, my get hype, Tim Geddes 2023 Gatorade moment would be we see. I love making you wait. This is great. We will see Bloodborne 2.
And
yep.
Would that be Blue Point? Or would that be
I'm not putting a studio. So if you're right, you get 1 point. It'd be Blue Point and Bloodborne 2. And then I get 5 points from it. I'm just like, so we'll see. We'll see. Vague prediction hack. Yep. That's how we go. Now, I want your thoughts on this, Derek. Okay.
Okay.
Because we're going to see Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
We're going to see Spider-Man 2 here.
Yeah.
How much of Spider-Man 2 do you think we get? How long of the conference is going to be Spider-Man 2?
I think it has to, because if memory serves, when Spider-Man 1 came out, didn't it end when E3 was, a shell, a thing? Didn't they end it with Spider-Man 1?
I don't remember. I think so. Like I
know
know
they only had 4 games. It was Last of Us, Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, and Spider-Man. And I feel like they ended with Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think so. Like I know Miles Morales' trailer was around 6 minutes.
Yeah, so I think we need to see, because we need to get a date.
Mm-hmm.
We need to see obviously we need to see how Kraven and Venom look.
Yep.
I think we need to see. I think we'll get close to a 10-minute trailer for it. Like not
wow
10 minutes exactly, but I think we'll get close to 10 minutes of it, just because we have not seen anything since 2021 on this game. Like no gameplay, not even a teaser, just blog posts, rumors, images. They need to if they had showed something last year, I'd be like, all right, maybe a 5-minute trailer, just to refresh us, and then they'll do a bigger thing. But it also depends on if they plan on, let's say, hypothetically, now September's getting a little crowded. Just a little saying here, because it's rumored for September, supposedly, according to Tony Todd. Because you got Starfield, and now you got Mortal Kombat 1 launching in the same month.
I feel like Mortal Kombat is a more niche game. Not everybody is going out there buying it.
It's still big marketing wise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and PlayStation will probably gain the marketing rights to it. For
100%.
Leading up to launch. So
you got to give me a number here, Derek. You dancing around this. You're like a middle school. You get like a middle school boy just hoping to get a dance with a girl, but you need to go out there and just do it. How long, Derek? Is it 10 minutes?
No, close to 10 minutes, because
you got to be specific. Is it 10 minutes?
No, we don't have to be. I'm using your tactics, sir. I'm going to say close to. I don't have to give a certain exact number.
Okay.
No. Um,
Okay.
but no, like my whole reasoning behind like it being close to 10 minutes is because, again, we haven't seen it for almost 2 years, and again, we don't know if they're going to do another showcase or like some state of play. Like we don't know what now that E3 is not a thing anymore and Sony's not going to be there. Like I know they're going to be part of Summer Game Fest, but you got to think the showcase will be part of its Summer Game Fest thing. We don't know if they're going to have another opportunity to showcase it. Like they might do like a dedicated state of play.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I think they need to like show people why we need to care about this game and why it needs to be on our radar for this holiday push. They need to get the ball rolling now.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think we get around 6 minutes.
Okay.
You already know what the game's going to be like. We've already got two in the franchise. You know, they flipping, all that good stuff. You don't even really have to show a bunch of that. Mm-hmm. What you got to show is how the two are going to interact. Mm-hmm. And you got to show the villains. That's all you really got to show in this. Yeah. You already know what New York's going to feel like. You already know all of that. It's like, show us some story and show us a set piece. It doesn't have to be a ton, 6 minutes, and then you're done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my prediction.
Do you think it'll end the show?
No.
Okay.
I
don't think so either.
I think it'll be.
I was confident. I thought about it. I'm just like, if it was only like a 30-minute showcase, I'd say yes, it would end the show. But just over an hour, which is a long time. Like the last showcase was 40-something minutes last time, but over an hour, like they've got a bunch of stuff to show. So it makes me think they're going to show some like big, far off and down the road, like years away announcements. Yeah,
I think we get a bunch of PSVR 2 stuff because they're trying to push that headset a lot.
Unfortunately.
I think, Derek, this is what's going to happen. End of the show, Konami partners with PlayStation.
Because we talked about it last week.
Yeah, it's going to be announced. That's my other, that's
wait, they're going to buy it, or they're just going to have those that rumor that the Metal Gear, Silent Hill, and Castlevania are going to be a timed exclusives.
I think it's going to be a partnership.
Okay.
And like, for me, if I was a betting man, it would be, this is the, like, hey, we're going to see if these games do well. If they do, then we're interested in buying you. We have to see that Konami can still make games. So that's my thought. I don't know, but we'll see. Derek, how many do you think we get? 30 minutes of PlayStation first party games, or do you think we get less?
Again, if it was a 40-minute showcase, I'd say yes, but because again, new creations. Now, when they say new creations, we don't know if that's pertaining specifically to third party or first party, or if it's going to include the third party and indie games that they talked about as well.
Yeah.
Like, and I get it because they have to appease third party partners and indie developers. I get that. But I just want to, and my thing is like indies have their own thing. Third parties have a plethora of people to choose from to come to their showcase and can host their own thing. Just want to see like a PlayStation thing where it's just PlayStation Studios. Like it doesn't have to be an hour. It can just be 20 minutes. I just want to see PlayStation games only. But I think we will see.
Essentially over or under. You think 30 minutes over or under?
I'm going to go. I'm going to go under.
Okay. I'm going to go over. I like to go the opposite of you, I'm hoping, we see a ton. We see some of these live services that they've been killing one of my favorite
because
studios
they're essentially going to, right. And essentially this is going to be their E3, E3 presentation. So if we go on E3's past, they like to have a nice balance of first party and third party stuff. And now that we have PSVR 2 and indie games mixed in the event, I think we're going to see it'll be right, under 30 minutes by 29 minutes and 30, 50 seconds, of PlayStation goodness.
Yeah.
Now the real question for you is, Zach, how many PSVR 2 games you think they're going to shove down our throats?
The count, you want me to give you a count?
Yeah.
Including Sizzle Reel?
Oh, no, like no. Because Sizzle Reel, it's boom, gone there, you were fine.
Yeah, okay.
I'm talking about like they use actual precious time
okay,
to show us this game.
Okay, I am saying we get at least, time-wise, we'll at least get 10 minutes of PSVR 2.
Okay.
I think that's a good enough time to be like, hey, here's PSVR 2. It's not dead. Go buy this really expensive thing. Within that 10 minutes, I think we get at least 5. We get at least 5 new,
that's fine.
New to ported games. I say we get at least, this is not part of my prediction. We get at least 3 new PSVR 2 games, and then we get 2 ports, bigger ports. But that's my thought on that. So the dangers of predicting with Zach. Yeah, pretty much.
You have no idea.
Now, Derek, there's a lot of things that could happen in this showcase. We can get a big one. We could get a dud.
Yeah.
But showcases are few and far between because they don't happen every year.
Right.
We get state of plays.
Yep.
A couple times a year, but showcases, these big ones, as they are, we don't get those very often.
No.
So
they come with the heat.
Need to come with the heat. Do you think they show the roadmap for this year, next year?
Roadmap in terms of the years that the games come out, possibly. But just because since the PS4, specifically when like Horizon, God of War, Spider-Man, all that was announced and coming out, they've learned their lesson. Yeah. Don't put dates on it if you're gonna delay it 10 times. I think there's obviously we do get a definitive date for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We get, I think, a release window or release year for Wolverine. But other than that, I don't think they put dates, not even years, on anything else.
Yeah, I'm more of like, okay, here is what is set in stone, and then here is the future, like phase 3, essentially, because we're in phase 2 right now of the console. So it's like, okay, here's the rounding out of phase 2, and then phase 3. This is what we're looking at. Those are, no dates or anything, but they're not using phase 2, phase 3, or any of that. That's kind of But I'm excited.
Well, I'll say if they learn anything from Marvel, don't promise, don't give a date for a bunch of your projects and then have to push it back, because and rework some things.
Yeah, exactly. But that'll be next week, the 24th, guys, at 3 p.m. Central Time. Can't wait to see what PlayStation does